Greetings and salutations. Quick video because we have a date with Beryl here in Jamaica in a few hours, but just wanted to get this out quickly. Recently, America had their presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and Joe Biden performed exactly how most persons who aren't indoctrinated thought that he would perform. I don't know why the liberal media is acting all surprised, like, oh my gosh, the dementia patient has dementia. But anyway, two things came out from that. Well, that I want to cover anyway. One, that apparently American Democrats love elder abuse. You see, with one elderly gentleman, they have no remorse, no hesitation in mistreating him on an international stage. Even want him to psychologically traumatize him and put him in prison and all of these things, restricting his freedom. The other elderly gentleman, they want to perpetually embarrass, because that was quite frankly painful to watch when he was bumbling and mumbling and losing his train of thought. So let it be known that Democrats love elder abuse. They have no consideration as to the mental health damage that they are inflicting on Donald Trump with all these. Because I would say that many people, a quarter of Donald Trump's age, would not be able to withstand all this terrorism that he's being forced to endure. So, and that, I don't think some people fully appreciate how tough he is mentally to withstand all of this. But some people who aren't Democrats or liberals, allegedly, claim that they felt sorry for Biden when he was making an ass of himself and your country by extension. And I was wondering, why exactly do you feel sorry for Biden? You see, we have this tendency to, once we find a protected group or a vulnerable group, it's like we conceptualize, to create this framework that every member of that group is a saint and is just being oppressed by whatever forms of oppression they are. So for the Democrats, they don't think that a funny man, the average people, them can be bad. There's no such thing as a bad funny man. They're all good. But old people are similar in that regard. Once someone is old and have dementia, they say, okay, this is a nice, sweet person and needs to be treated carefully and with care and so on. And I think the immediate comparison people will make is, well, people made comparisons to Ronald Reagan. Quite frankly, I wasn't paying too much attention to American politics until fairly recently, so I don't know that entirely. But for me, it was Muhammad Ali. Yes, Muhammad Ali didn't have dementia, but this idea of this well-known person who was in his prime was quite articulate, but in his older years he he got inflicted with some disease that greatly diminished his capacities. Like, no one felt like vindicated or aggressive towards Ali, right? You understand he had Parkinson's disease and so on. Biden, I think, is different. Consider this. Let's just say that there is a young male, 20s, psychopath, sociopath, does all the heinous acts for decades upon decades upon decades. Rape, murder, extortion, everything, right? And he kept getting away with it until he's 80. And then when he is 80, he is afflicted by some disorder or multiple disorders, and he's now feeble, unable to take care of himself. And you see that same 80-year-old criminal, serial, like, I don't mean criminal like how them persecute Trump unfairly, like actual hurt people and so on, so murderer, rapist, and extortionist, gang member. And you see a group of young people beating up this old man, this old, demented, crippled man. Do you feel sorry for him? You see, the hyper-compassionate response is yes, because our lives are human and blah, blah, blah. But it's just the effect of time that comes for us all. Because when he was able to help people, he opted not to. He opted to victimize people. Now it's his turn to be victimized. That's how I view it. I don't think age absolves you of your sins, the sins of your youth. But let me know if that is a overly harsh take. I know that the people in this feminist society globally, we tend to want to be overly compassionate. This is an overdose of compassion. So let me know if you think similarly.